Netflix apologizes for controversial Cuties poster accused of sexualizing kids. Netflix has apologized for the marketing materials for its upcoming original film, Cuties, following backlash over a poster that was widely perceived as sexualizing children. The original artwork, which you can see in a tweet below, featured the film's young main characters in a suggestive poses and dressed in revealing outfits. We're deeply sorry for the inappropriate artwork that we use for Minard's Cuties, a Netflix spokesperson said in a statement. It was not okay, nor was it representative of this French film, which won an award at Sundance. We've now updated the pictures and description. Here's a tweet. It's interesting to compare the French version of the Cuties poster to the American version. Like, the French version has more kids having fun vibes, while the American version is just gross. I feel like Netflix marketing team has a lot to answer for. Either way, the content is still sexualizing kids. Okay, so it doesn't matter if if they took the French way of marketing compared to the US version of marketing, it's still trying to make pedophilia okay. Okay, people want to say there is no agenda. There's agenda. There is an LGBT agenda. Okay, and this is part of it. All right, this is exactly part of it. Okay, when you let the LGBT get more rights, this was coming down the tailpipe, and people have predicted this. When you let the LGBT have their way and have more of a ground to stand on, they're going to usher in pedophilia, just in small doses. All right, they got the backlash. They apologize for the marketing. They don't apologize for the film and want to scrap the film. They apologize for the way they put it out there. A coming-of-age dramatically directed by French filmmaker Maïmouna Dakouri, Cuties follows an 11-year-old Senegalese immigrant named Amy who moves to Paris with her family. She becomes fascinated by a dance troupe at her school, which puts her in a conflict with her family's traditional Muslim values. So now the conflict is basically, it's putting, traditional family bad, being rebellious, and being sexualized as a young adolescent good. That's the vibe they're selling. In contrast to Netflix marketing, the film reportedly takes a critical view of the ways modern culture sexualizes young women. Nevertheless, the controversial poster has led to calls for Netflix to drop the film entirely, with a petition advocating for its removal, garnering nearly 44,000 signatures. Cuties remains slated for the debut on Netflix September 9th. Okay. Let's see what comes up here. All right. Here's one that says, "Get rid of the whole damn movie. Just the poster was not the problem. Did you even see the trailer? They are trying to make child exploitation more and more okay by desensitizing the public. French people are disgusting. Pedo would sure love to sexualize kids. Epstein, Bill Clinton, Joe Biden, Hanks, etc. Where's the proof that Tom Hanks actually is a pedophile? Please take those idiotic conspiracy theories elsewhere." Really? Bill Clinton was seen with Jeffrey Epstein on a... All right. The point of the matter is this film, all right, is an aim for making pedophilia okay. And some people saying, "Oh, take away those conspiracy theories somewhere else." And they don't show their face. So you see in the comment section. I'll show it to you again. All right, hold on a minute. Yeah. Please take those conspiracy theories elsewhere. Not showing her face, because you have females who are pedophiles as well. Okay. They're not going to show their face. But you see, this is what the left wants. Okay. And you'll have, Republicans, okay, also caught up in that. If you look into the Ghislaine-Maxwell case, there's a lot of names of senators, okay, Republican and Democrat, caught in this, in pedophilia, even raping their own kids. Okay. They are trying to sexualize kids. All right. Don't believe, the denials when they try to lie about it. This is deep. Okay. And this is something that is worldwide. Okay. They want to make this okay. They want to make sexualizing kids okay. Okay. They want to bring down the moral standard of our society. Okay. They want to start with taking God out of schools, taking God out of In God We Trust on our money. They are working hard to break down the moral fabric of our society, to make it okay. All right. And it's real bad. They got it to the point where you have, like I said before in previous videos, they have grown college professors talking on TED Talks saying that pedophilia should be in sexual orientation. Okay. That shouldn't be labeled a crime. Okay. When I read this stuff, I'm thinking about Romans chapter 1, how people didn't want to retain God in their thoughts, so God gave them up to reprobate mind. And this is something that's been going on for thousands of years. Okay. It's within our current era that people will punish pedophiles either by death or beating them the hell up and hold them till the police come. Okay. Sadly, in places of Europe and France, these pedophiles and sex traffickers are slowly gaining ground. Okay. They get protection, even though there are mobs of people that hunt them down. But it's sad that these people are slowly getting rights. But all this is due to, letting the LGBT having the right to marry, having the right to adopt kids, having these parades. And then after that, what happened after that? You had, first, it was LGBT. Then you had transgenders. I'm sorry. First was LGBT. Then it was same-sex marriage. Then it was same-sex couples adopting kids. And then you had those issues of same-sex couples molesting foster kids. And people will say, well, you have straight couples molesting kids. Yeah, but here's the thing. They will get arrested. When you have same-sex couples molesting kids, it gets swept under the rug and you barely hear about it. That's the problem. That's the type of pull they have now. And now, then after they had the adopting of couples, then you have drag queens and transgenders. Then you have drag queens, having story time with kids in libraries. Some, even if they're sex offenders, they still get the right to be around children. This is all coming down in stages. Seeing how far they can go. Okay. To bring this type of sickness, this type of, evil into our nation, into the place that we live in. Okay. They're trying to get our kids They're trying hard. Okay? They're trying very hard to get our kids. Soon they will try to force you to have your kids take classes thinking that this is okay. Soon parents are going to be taking the law into their own hands. Because soon what they want is sex abuse to no longer be a crime. That's what's going to happen. The thing is also, you know, the director of this movie is a black woman. I find that interesting. Okay. She doesn't have a problem with this. She thinks this was great. And she says that people should talk about it. But she wants them to talk about it in a way that is for it. That's the thing. You're seeing how depraved people's minds are. And I think about it with Romans chapter 1, a reprobate mind. Okay. And they put it as any type of religion with structure. They're basically going to be hitting up the Christian religion. Okay. But you see, that's the theme right here. I told you, a religion with values and morals bad. Letting your child be an object of some pedophile's wet dream, good. That's what they have here. Okay. You know. And it's scary that this is the world that we're living in. This will soon be the new normal. Okay. And this woman has, brought this type of trash to American cinema with the help of Netflix. Okay. And it's sad. But this is what it is. So this is the director and what she has to say about it. Get into it.
Hello, my name is Maïmouna Doucouré and I'm the director of the film Cuties. Yes, it's a film about how to become a woman in our society. It's a story of Ami, 11 years old, the little girl who meets a group of dancers called Cuties. And fascinated, she's gonna start a very sensual dance to join their bond and at the same time escape dysfunction, family dysfunction.
What's it been like, Maïmouna, to be at Sundance and share your work and meet people? Has it been a great reception? Have you enjoyed it?
Actually, it's not my first time here. I've been here 3 years ago with my short film called Maman, which won the international prize. And today I'm here with my first feature film, and of course, being here with my first feature film in this huge festival. It's really such an honor for me, and give me that confidence that I can do it, and my story talk to people.
Last question for you. Great job. There are, I guess, about 50% women directing films. It's certainly a positive. What's your view on that?
I think are changing because, for example, I'm talking about French. In France, there are so many women directors on school, but when you see the difference between film from men and from women, there is real inequality. I can say in English, yeah.
Yeah, inequality, absolutely.
Yeah, so we have voices as well. Women, especially, I'm a black woman, so I have to, I can say these two issues, but things are going better, and we are working on it. So yeah, I have hope on the future.
Sounds wonderful.
Okay. I'd just like to know, what does an 11-year-old girl know about the social political culture that we live in? What do 11-year-old girls know about that? Okay, I don't understand what she was really talking about. You want to put an 11-year-old girl on the same mental capacity as a grown woman and put her to try to put her in a scope to sexualize herself and to try to find herself at 11 years of age. Does anyone else feel that this is just wrong? Okay. And you have people that will, want to bash religion because religions that are strict. But then you look at people like this and what they direct and what they want you to see, and she got an award for this movie. You start to, understand who's crazy, and who's sane. And it's the people that want to raise their kids in a religious faith with values that are sane, and the people who make these movies are crazy. The costumes from the Netflix promo are still briefly in the trailer, but in context, you can see for exactly what they are: costumes for a dance competition. Frankly, to insinuate otherwise is an insult to Del Curry's work. Not to mention the many children who are regularly abused by the pornography industry. The trailer also shows a scene of girls laughing and running down the street, clutching shopping bags, wearing bras and underwear over their clothing. A still from that scene was the film's original release poster. Netflix has since updated the promo image and description and has issued an apology for the first iteration. The image for the film now shows just Amy looking over her shoulder in a pink top. It's cropped from still at the top of this post. The description no longer mentions twerking and instead describes the movie as a story of an 11-year-old girl rebelling against her family after she meets a free-spirited dance crew. You can make this any way you want. It's still trash that you're putting for the American population to consume. Okay? And again, they have it rebelling against your parents who care about you, to thinking it's okay to join a group of kids who are sexualizing themselves. So right then and there you have it. It's, parent versus child. Destroy the family unit, cause division. When your parents have been here longer than you've been alive, and they're the ones that are the rightful people to teach you right from wrong. This doesn't stop people from negatively reviewing the movie, which again, most people who aren't film critics have almost certainly not seen on platforms like IMDb. This movie is about children twerking. I really don't need to say anymore. It is unacceptable that they even thought this was a good idea. The active sexualization of children is all this movie is. Netflix should be ashamed of themselves, reads one review. A new low for the entire cinema industry. The authors, Netflix, Sundance, parents of the actors and dancers, and whoever claims that this is artwork should be jailed, reads another. A number of vocal conservatives, including alt-right troll Jack Polsovic, also weighed in on Twitter. Netflix, what are you doing? It's called grooming. Pretty much. They're trying to groom the culture into this stuff. Here's another tweet. Your response defies reason and insults the intelligence of your subscribers, Netflix. The artwork is a depiction of the entire film, which encourages prepubescent girls to explore their sexuality and act in sexual ways. This film is pedophilia soft porn. Okay? The artwork isn't the only thing wrong. How is the film rated TMA but features minors? Also, isn't the entire premise of the film disturbing? Y'all gotta scrap the whole film. Exactly. Scrap the whole thing. All right. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. All right. This is what they want for our kids. This is what they want. New level of crazy. Tell me what you think in the comments. Like, share, comment, and subscribe.